Well, I was going to do an oracle reading, but Spirit has other messages here. So hang tight if you'd like to listen, okay? So I pulled the card, the karmic clearing, angel messages, 1111, and the key of light. So, and against the grain, receiving, and softly, the tender touch. Okay, so I read, and the eternal now. Okay, so those are the cards that I pulled, and the message that is ultimately coming through this is, I'm gonna just break it down with some gene keys here right now. Okay. So the North Node in true astrology, true sidereal astrology, the North Node is in Gene Key 63. Okay, this is the city of truth. It is the gift of inquiry, and it is the shadow of doubt. So the collective is moving through, because it's the destiny, it's the North Node, it's the energy in which the current of the cosmos is pushing humanity into, that causes us to have evolution. And so that North Node being in the 63, the city of truth, the truth shall be known, the truth shall be seen, the truth shall be revealed. And the North Node in true sidereal or sidereal astrology is in Pisces. Okay, so this is the Holy Spirit. This is the home of Spirit, Pisces. Okay, this is also the Christ ray, the sixth ray, and the ray of idealism and devotion, if you're familiar with the cosmic rays. So with this message, with these cards, with the angel numbers, the karmic clearing, and the key of light, also want to point out that the sun in Gemini is in Gene Key 35, okay, which is the city of boundlessness. All right, and its programming partner, Gene Key 5, is in timelessness, which is a Sagittarian energy, which Gene Key 5 deals with the codon ring of light. All right, the codon ring of light is bringing in light from outside of our solar system, so from beyond the inner planets and from our stellar cosmos. Okay, you get it, got it. All right, so it's this unbridled potential. It is the light that is within our genetics that is held within the plasma body, essentially. Okay, so it is this ancient coding that is being accessed in the earth energy that's opposite to the sun. And so the sun being in Gene Key 35, like I said, boundlessness, timelessness. Okay, so the 35, it's part of the codon, it is the only codon in the codon ring of miracles. Now this is miracles through wormholes. So this is the white hole to the black hole. This is where you take quantum leaps, okay? And with the North Node being in the 63, this is quantum leaps in truth being unveiled, okay? And the light within the depths of the cellular structure of humanity being shaken and awakened, okay? And this is why you could be seeing a lot more angelic, codes, synchronicities, because synchronicity is timelessness, okay? Time is a form for space and time. Time gives us like structure, right? Saturn, just that this card always reminds me of, is like Saturn, Father Time, looking, it's eternal now. So it is what has to happen in order for humanity to take a quantum leap in our frequency, in our genetic. Obviously, it's a lot of karmic clearing that had to happen, right? All right. And so Pluto in retrograde in Capricorn, because that's where it's actually at, there is a breaking down of the false structures that have been upholding the fear projection in our holographic reality. And all that is coming to a crumbling end right now. And so what you're seeing in the collective are accounts just disappearing, being banned. You got to understand, there is no oppressors and them against us. It is our genetic, energetic expression projected out into the collective. And since enough of the collective has done the inner work, the shadow work, okay, we are now receiving as a collective the truth. And so those lights that have been projecting themselves onto the big screens, all right, that have been deterring themselves, distracting themselves from doing the inner work, okay, they're being removed. All things that do not serve the light and the truth and the way are being removed. Not because they're bad people, some of them are, But for the false lights, or the lights that are just up here on these social media platforms that are just talking about all of the things that are going on in the external world, the truth seekers, the conspiracy theorists, all this stuff, a lot of these accounts are going to be deflated, not because you're bad people, okay? God, this is going to get me hated. But I'm going against the grain because this is what I'm here to do. Not that you're bad people. It's going to force you to go inward, okay, so that you can get soft. Because in order for us to really shift into a higher dimensional expression, which means we got to do the inner work, we got to come into forgiveness. And as much as we don't like the system that is perpetuating around us, it's going to crumble anyways. That's God's plan. It's going to happen with or without you. But this is your opportunity to go inward and soften and find understanding, Jinky 4, which is the programming partner to where Saturn is at, going retrograde tomorrow, in Jinky 49, okay, which is the city of rebirth. In it is the gift of revolution, okay? It births revolutionaries. A revolutionary is a sacred rebel, okay? Sacred rebel deck. I'm using that. That's where a lot of these are coming from. Anyways, to become a sacred rebel doesn't mean that you rebel with signs and picketing and this guy and that guy and they did this and that and the other. Blah, blah, blah. No, this is about becoming a revolutionary, okay? This is about creative aspirations and how you're showing up in the world in different ways. Ways that are beneficial, truly beneficial, that are positive and helping humanity to move out of the psychosis that there is separation between us and the hologram in which we're projecting ourselves in and through. There isn't. Now there's entities and energies and powers that be and principalities and blah, 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 blah. Yes, but they are thought forms that have taken form into manifestation. Okay, just like you're a thought form of divinity, of God. And then there are beings that exist that are the embodiment of the demons or the devil himself, which is all of the lower chakras. It is a game, a holographic reality of duality. And so we are coming out of this time of duality because we are being shown the truth, the light, and the way. And the way is not about continuing to propagate and focus energy onto the false structures, okay, that are appearing real. Okay, the false energy appearing real, the fear that is projecting into, or the more energy you put into fear, even if you're doing it from a place of like rebellious rise up, it's not sustainable. So these are times where you're going to see like false prophets, also world leaders and structures and governments and all of that crumble to their knees, okay? Because it's done. It's done. God came in, okay, the Christ aspect of God, and the feminine wisdom, Sophia, Christ Sophia, has come into holy union within a large body of the collective, those that have done the inner work. Now, I'm not saying that if your pages are getting taken down, you haven't done any of the inner work. You have, but it's time to focus, just like with 2020 and the pandemic, the plandemic. That was all for humanity to have a wake up. Now this is the next step, is to shake it up again and really go inward. It is time to find love. It is time to find the oneness with the totality of our projected reality. We do not see, we perceive. And so your perceptions, your belief systems, and your mindset are now being gifted you an opportunity to go deeper, to go inward, and to find the forgiveness, find the love, and become the real revolutionary, the sacred rebel. All right? I hope that you don't get your feelings too twisted on this one. I'm just the messenger for spirit. This is what I do, okay? I'm here. That's what I do, all right? I swim against the current. That's what I'm here for, all right? I love you. I really do. Please receive this message with love and understanding that this is your opportunity to go deeper, all right? This is the way inward. No separation, unity, understanding, forgiveness. And so it is. Aho. And I'll see you in the next video.